Welcome to the Online Zone, right here on Card Player TV. I'm your host, Julio Rodriguez, and today we have on the phone Darryll Fish. Darryll, how are you?
Good, Julio. How are you today?
I'm great, but you're doing much better with a hell of a year. So far, you've taken down the Sunday Second Chance, the Monday 1K, and then most recently a big win in the $1,000 W Coupe event. It's been a pretty breakout year for you, would you say?
Yeah, I definitely feel like this year things have been coming together pretty well for me. I haven't been playing tournaments that long, just like about a couple years now, and just with a lot of help from good players, things are really starting to click.
Now, for those out there who don't know a lot about you, can you give us a little detail about your background, how you got into poker?
Sure. When I was 17, I was skateboarding pretty heavily, and but I had an injury. I broke my arm, and then due to a prior heart condition, I had to have heart surgery, so that kind of made me get out of skateboarding, and I got into Magic the Gathering. And as you know, there are plenty of people that play poker now that kind of came from that background, and I played Magic for a few years, and eventually, saw rounders and saw the moneymaker thing, just like everybody else, standard story, and we just started playing poker, all the Magic kids, and I kind of fell in love with the game and kept going from there.
Now, Magic the Gathering and skateboarding, I don't imagine the two go hand in hand.
No, not exactly. It's kind of polar opposites, really. It's kind of a weird transition, but I couldn't do anything athletic after my surgery, and I met a kid who was playing Magic at the time, and it just seemed really interesting, and I just kind of started getting real serious about it.
Now, I know you're from Florida. Did the Seminole casinos down there have anything to do with you getting into poker?
Sort of, yeah. Our group of players that were playing, the Magic players, we started playing just like, at a friend's house. We would play like 50 cent, dollar or whatever, and we started going to the dog tracks and playing 1-2 limit, and I started going a lot. It's small stakes, but it's still a good learning process, and I just started going there all the time, and it definitely was a building block for, starting out my poker life.
What do you think the state of poker is in Florida at the moment? As a Floridian myself, I feel like they're a little backwards in some areas, but they seem to be making progress.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually at the Isle of Capri in Pompano right now, and yeah, they're definitely working on things. The players are just years behind, the learning curve. It's just incredible how things just have not caught on here yet. But yeah, the cash games, you can only buy in for $100 in any limit, and it's pretty unfortunate. But there's a lot of home games, and the action is just unreal because there are so many rich people down here that just love to gamble, and it's pretty incredible sometimes.
Now, I have to ask you, you're pretty unfortunately named for a poker player. You get a lot of crap for being named Fish?
Yeah, but I think it's a good thing, actually. It's a pretty easy name to remember for, people I meet, and it draws attention, which can be good, in the media and whatnot if I ever decide to win a live tournament, which may happen someday. And I don't know, it's kind of cool, really. I kind of like it.
So what are your plans upcoming for the next year in poker?
I'm trying to get more away from playing online. I really am kind of burned out on it from grinding online for a whole year every day. It gets really old, and I'm trying to start playing more live events because that's really where the big money is, in my opinion. And I plan on taking kind of the rest of the year off for now as far as live tournaments go, and then in January going to the Bahamas and the Beau Rivage in Biloxi for their WPT event, and then the LAPC, and then a couple other World Series circuit events in between, and then, of course, getting up ready for the World Series next year.
Perfect. Well, I'd like to congratulate you on your year, and we look forward to seeing good things from you next year.
All right, Julio, I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one, man. I'd like to thank you guys for watching the Online Zone right here on Card Player TV.